Now let's talk about the center aft bilge. This is a very important compartment on this boat. It contains the fuel system, a lot of the electrical system, and the bait well pumps, bilge pumps, and trim tab pumps. This boat is equipped with 2 fuel tanks. There's a 483-gallon main tank after the console, and a 220-gallon auxiliary tank, which is mounted in front of the console. Both tanks feed to the center aft bilge with fuel lines. There are 3 filters, one for each of the 3 Yamaha motors. Each filter has 2 feeds, one from the main, one from the auxiliary. These filters are labeled, and the main and auxiliary fuel lines that feed them are labeled as well. There's a valve on each of these feeds. So there's a series of 6 valves in the center aft bilge. In order to run from the main tank, you'll want to have the valve with the yellow handle that's marked main. The yellow handle will need to be in line with the flow of fuel. To shut off the auxiliary on that same engine feed, you'll want to turn that yellow handle so that it's perpendicular to the flow of fuel. This holds true for all 3 engines. Behind the filters, on the way to the engines, there are 3 primer bulbs. The 3 primer bulbs will allow you to reprime the engines if you should ever run out of fuel. Basically, you squeeze the ball until it gets hard, and that means that you should be primed and the engine should start. There are 2 bilge pumps in the back of this center aft bilge compartment. These are both automatic and manual. If you turn off the batteries, the pumps always stay on automatic. So don't worry about shutting off the batteries and not having a bilge pump that's working. You'll see 2 blue pumps in the center aft bilge. They're part of the premium hooker bait well system that's installed on this boat. These are for the pressurized bait wells that are in the port and starboard corners of the aft cockpit. They have a rheostat switch on the console that allow you to regulate the flow of water to the bait wells. You'll be able to set your level of water and adjust it accordingly using the rheostat that's on the console. The raw water supply for the hooker bait well pumps are the 2 seacocks that are located just behind the pump. All the way aft in the center aft bilge, you'll see the 2 pumps for the Bennett BXT trim tabs. There's 1 pump for each tab, so you have 1 on port and 1 on starboard. The base of the pump has a translucent plastic reservoir that allows you to see the level of the fluid in the system.